Hello dear students, so as you are aware, we are reading chapter number 1, the sentence. So we will continue with this topic. So before starting, it's time to take the pledge. I commit to be vigilant and bear in mind at all times the risk to myself and my colleagues from COVID-19, a promise to take all necessary precautions that prevent the spread of this deadly virus, a promise to follow and encourage others to follow the key COVID appropriate behaviors, to always wear a mask, face cover, especially when in public places, to maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others, to wash my hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. Together we will win this fight against COVID-19. So now let's get back to the work. First of all, we will revise the previous class work, okay? Sentence. So what is a sentence? A group of words that conveys complete sense is called a sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which conveys complete sense. Okay? A sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, an exclamation mark or a question mark. So a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or an exclamation mark or a question mark. It also has a subject and a verb. So a sentence always have a subject and a verb in it. For example, the roof is leaking. Okay? The roof is the subject, leaking is the verb. And this is beginning with the capital letter and ending with a full stop. So this is a sentence. These houses are made of stone. These houses is a subject, made is a verb. This is beginning with a capital letter, ending with a full stop. So this is also a sentence. Then phrase. What is a phrase? A group of words that conveys some sense but not complete sense. A group of words which conveys some sense, which is making some sense but not complete sense, is called a phrase. A phrase does not have a subject or a finite verb. So a phrase is different from sentence and a clause because a phrase does not contain a subject and a verb in it. Okay? This does not contain a subject and verb in it. For example, because it was raining. Okay? There is no subject in it and no finite verb in it. Okay? But he went there anyway. It contains a subject but not finite. Before they go to the airport. Okay? This is also not containing a finite subject and a verb. So this is a phrase. Then last is clause. Clause is a group of words that conveys some sense but not complete sense and also has a subject and a finite verb, is called a clause. So clause is also a group of words which is conveying some sense but not complete sense. But this is different from a phrase because it contains a subject in it and a finite verb in it. For example, call me after you come back from school. Okay? Although he was unwell, he went to school. So here you can see there are two clauses, call me and after you come back from school. Call me is clause 1, after you come back from school is clause 2. Both clause C1 and C2, clause 1 and clause 2 combined make a complete clause. Okay. Now today's work. So this is your today's work. For this you have to see page number 3. Let's open your book to page number 3. Now add suitable words to complete these phrases and clauses and form sentences. So here are some phrases and some clauses given here and you have to form suitable word to complete these phrases and clauses. Okay? You have to make complete sentence. For example, in spring. In spring is a phrase. So they did not go out to play. So they did not go out to play is a clause because it contains a subject and a finite verb. Okay. Then before she went to bed. Before she and went. Subject and verb is present, so this is a clause. If you help me. You is a subject and help is a verb, so this is also a clause. Monday mornings. This does not contain any subject and verb in it, so this is a phrase. So is it clear? A clause contains a subject and verb, and phrase does not contain any subject and verb. Now, a new dress. There is no subject present here. There is no finite verb present here, so this is a phrase. Because the test was difficult. Here, the test is the subject and difficult is the verb. So, subject and verb is present here, so this is a clause. While my father made dinner. My father is a subject here, made is a verb here. So, subject and verb are present, so this is a clause. When she lived in Paris. She is a subject, lived is a verb. So, subject and verb are present. So, this is a clause. Is it clear? His homework. His homework. Subject is present but not a finite verb is present here. So, this is a phrase. As soon as you reach home. You is subject, reach is a form of verb. So, subject and verb are present in this. So, this is a phrase. This is a clause. The tennis tournament. There is no subject and verb present. So, this is a phrase. Now, let's form complete meaningful sentences. We have to make complete and meaningful sentences out of these phrase and verbs, phrase and clauses. First is in spring. And one example is given for you. Flowers blossom in spring. So we have used this phrase in spring and made a complete sentence like flowers blossom in spring. Second is so they did not go out to play. Okay, so you have to make a meaningful sentence out of this. So we have made a sentence which is it rained last night so they did not go out to play. Last evening बारिश हो रही थी इसीलिए वो बाहर नहीं गए. So this is a meaningful sentence. Before she went to bed. Now let's get back to your assignment. You have to do this work on your fair notebook. Okay. Before she went to bed. Sorry, you can do this work on your book only. No need to write this on your fair notebooks. This is your book work. So they did not, before she went to bed, she brushed her teeth before she went to bed. We have to use before she went to bed. ये हमने use करना था. तो इसका कोई meaningful sentence form करना है तो हमने क्या लिख दिया? She brushed her teeth before she went to bed. कि उसने bed पे जाने से पहले अपने teeth को brush किया. Monday mornings. Monday mornings are difficult. Monday mornings come after a Sunday, so everyone finds Monday mornings difficult. Now fifth is if you help me. I will appreciate it if you help me. कि अगर आपने मेरी help की तो मैं इसको appreciate करूँगी. ठीक है? Sixth is a new dress. She bought a new dress. Okay, ये बन गया एक meaningful sentence. Because the test was difficult. All the students were sad because the test was difficult. तो ये बन गया एक meaningful sentence. While my father made dinner, I arranged the dining table while my father made dinner. कि जब मेरे father dinner बना रहे थे तो मैंने dining table arrange कर दिया. When she lived in Paris, she bought this painting when she lived in Paris. उसने ये पेंटिंग तब खरीदी जब वो पेरिस में रह रही थी. His homework. My brother is doing his homework. As soon as you reach home. Call me as soon as you reach home. The tennis tournament. My friend participated in the tennis tournament. Okay. So these are just examples of sentences that you can form from these phrases and clauses, and try to do this by yourself. If you can make any other sentences other than these examples, you can do this. Okay. अगर कोई और आपके दिमाग में कोई एग्जाम्पल आ रही है तो आप वो भी लिख सकते हो. So that's all for today. Thank you very much and all the very best.